Hello, everyone. This is Kathy Wilkes of Kathy Wilkes & Co. here with another spotlight on behalf of elite women around the world and Gift of Kindness. Today, I'm with Marta Bota, and wait till you hear what this woman is involved in. She is a celebrity makeup artist, Ms. Virginia America from 2016, and she's also a White House Gold Medal Award winner. Marta, how are you this evening?
I'm great, fantastic. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. You know, we had a short chat before we started recording. And Marta, you have such a tremendous background. You started in the beauty, the glamour industry as a model, but you quickly transitioned into makeup artistry and celebrity makeup artistry and a host of other avenues within that same glamour umbrella. Tell us a little bit about what you do now and what you love about your industry.
Well, right now, I have my own company and my website is martabota.com. So I am a freelance makeup artist, and I am an airbrush spray tan artist as well. So I have a very diverse career. I do corporate headshot makeup. I do runway makeup. I do music videos, television work. I meet one-on-one with clients to do makeup lessons. I do bridal beauty. So I do a little bit of everything. And it's a compilation of over 30 years of being in the industry and working in different mediums with a lot of different organizations. I worked for 2 decades for CNN. I've worked for HBO, NBC, Universal, pretty much most of the networks on TV. And it's been an amazing career.
Yeah, you mentioned CNN when we talked earlier, and one of the things that I would love for you to share with our listeners is how that all came about and what it took for you to really make that happen, to get that big break and open that door. So tell us a little bit about the backstory, how you got to CNN and what that was like for you.
Well, I was from New York. I'm a New Yorker, a native New Yorker, and I was working as an intern with a makeup artist who was the head makeup artist at NBC. I had met him through a Village Voice, a newspaper in New York, ad that he was retiring and was interested in taking on a handful of students that were really passionate about learning about the art of makeup. And he went through the interview process. He interviewed me, and I worked with him for 2 years. He taught me special effects makeup for television and film. And he was the one, his name was Robert Obradovich. He was the one that really gave me the encouragement. I wasn't getting encouraged from a lot of people in my life that, that when they heard I wanted to be a makeup artist, they really didn't think it was such a great career. And so he really encouraged me, and he opened my eyes to just what a fantastic career it could be. So he was the one that encouraged me to actually go to CNN. He said they're non-union, they're brand new TV station. This was before they were on the map. And I actually did that. I went there in person, introduced myself to the HR person. She said, we don't really have any openings right now. And for 2 years, I would call her randomly every few weeks. Hey, do you have any freelance work? And it was actually the night before Thanksgiving. We were having a big snowstorm. I think it was 1987. And she asked me if I could come in to fill in for their full-time staff makeup artist. So I did it. I got up at 3:30 a.m., went to work, had to be there at 5. And they loved my work ethic. They started contacting me for freelance work. And within 6 months, I was full-time staff makeup artist. And I worked for them for almost 20 years. And that was part of my makeup career in television. I was just very determined. And, I just feel like when you have a dream, you really need to pursue it. And I did.
Yeah, what I love about that story, Marta, is the persistence. You knew what you wanted to do. You had a love for makeup artistry. You had a love for helping people to feel good about themselves. I mean, when I think about how you described your work earlier and the authenticity that goes into it, not putting makeup on someone, but drawing out the beauty of who they really are.
Absolutely. And when you work in television, so you work in a situation like I was working for CNN, and you would have a guest that was going to be for the first time on television being interviewed. They had so many different shows, political shows, they had a fashion show, they had lifestyle shows. CNN was very different at the beginning. And so someone would be on and would be so nervous when they sat in my chair, which is something I still experience. People are nervous. It might be the first time they're going on TV, the first time they're being photographed as a model. And I really feel that it's so important when they sit down in my chair, not only that I make them look beautiful and ready, camera ready, but I help them relax. I help them feel the confidence. And I've had so many conversations with people that they're going on to talk about their area of expertise. And I would have to tell them, just pretend you're sitting in your living room at a dinner party and someone's asking you a question about what you are an expert in. Just pretend it's a conversation at a dinner party and just talk about it, and don't be nervous. Don't think about how many people are watching. So it's about helping people feel comfortable when you're a makeup artist. It's about collaborating, whether it's with a designer for a fashion show or a client for their wedding. There's a lot, it's teamwork. It's teamwork. Even though I work solo, I always look at it as though I'm part of a team.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we wrap up, I want to be sure that we touch on something else that you said that really impacted me a few minutes ago. The approach that you take in terms of the work that you do and the mission of uplifting and enlightening. And just like what you said, helping people feel good about themselves. Like, can you imagine waking up every day and being in a career field where you just get to make people feel great about themselves, right?
I love it. I love my career because I am part of people's milestones, monumental times in their life, a wedding, even a prom, a homecoming. And it never gets old for me. I'm doing this 35 years and it never gets old for me. I have so much enthusiasm every time I work with a bride. I want them to feel like they feel the most beautiful that they've ever felt in their life. And so I really take it very seriously. It's enjoyable to see how people light up after I've done their makeup. And it's been a joyful career for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure that people listening are going to want to reach out to you. You mentioned your website earlier, martabota.com. That's martabota.com. And Marta, you mentioned something about classes, like if somebody wanted to learn how to do their own makeup. Tell us a little bit about what you offer online and maybe ways that people could step into work with you if they didn't need to be total glam for TV or the runway. What are some other ways they can learn from you?
Well, what I basically do is I interview the client. We do it virtually, so it's via Zoom, and I assess the products that they already have. I help them try to work with what they've got if their stuff is working for them. And I really find out a lot of information about what their lifestyle is and how makeup fits into their lifestyle. So for a woman who's corporate, working in the office, and she's got kids, she may have 10 minutes in the morning that she can put herself together. But it's very important for her to put herself together when she's going into an office. She's got to look professional. If it's someone who is a model and they have to go on auditions, or an actress, then it's a different type of makeup. If it's a person who's aging or a teenager who's just starting out learning how to wear makeup, I pretty much can work with anyone and teach them how makeup fits into their lifestyle. And I, send them a questionnaire with a lot of questions about how, what their lifestyle is like, how much time do they want to spend, what are they looking for, what tips and tricks do they want? And I really can help them do their makeup like a pro. So it's my clients learned so much, and I had to pivot my business during COVID to do these lessons virtually. I normally do them face to face. And I have found that my clients learn more when they're doing it virtually because it's really hands on. I watch them, I critique them as they're working and help them, guide them to doing it themselves. I send them a face chart and instructions that we went over. They can record the Zoom, and it's so helpful. I cannot tell you the people just love it. It's been really wonderful.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I can't wait. I'll be signing up shortly. I think it's always good to get a lift, right? To do a refresh on your makeup. It's like the simplest thing that you can do in order to like have a whole new outlook on who you are and where you are, right?
Absolutely, because our faces continuously change, friends change, our lifestyle changes, nothing, we evolve. And so just like we change our fashion as we get older or from season to season, it's important to know that we need to keep our makeup looking fresh and polished as well.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Marta, I have so enjoyed getting to know you today. I cannot wait to start working with you. And for anyone else that wants to take advantage of these online sessions, martabota.com, martabota.com. Marta, you have a great evening, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.
You too. Thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you. Bye for now.